Of getting promotion, but my, what a win would mean for them. On grass this time, of course. Last time on the plastic. Smith up. Pointing at his heels. And Dixon, obviously not a particularly popular figure here in the north, or at least in the Oldham area. Dixon, who's played in 4 different sides here in the northwest. Began his career at Burnley, Chester, Bury and Stoke, among the other clubs he's been at, but Oldham not one of them, and he's not too popular here, is he? Up goes Graham, good header. Rick Holden coming inside to get the ball. Haller. Good header away by Winterburn as Banger was pulling away. Haller once again with an opportunity to cross. It's aimed towards Holden. Holden got there, headed it well, but Seaman very casually watched it go by. But it was a good header that from Holden, and a fine jump as well to get there. Haller's ball in, and Holden on the end. But you could see Seaman was quite sure it was wide. Up goes Parler, didn't get a touch. Nick Henry. Good touch by Banger. Rick Holden, he's got away from Adams. He's tried the shot and Adams was caught out, but Seaman wasn't. Adams was snapping at Holden as he got that away. And Seaman had to be at his sharpest to tip it over. Now watch Adams, number 6, snapping away, trying to tug at him, but Holden got the shot away and Seaman got the tip away. Driven this time from the corner. Seaman's this one, little ugly but under some pressure, and a free kick to Arsenal. Well, as you can see, when this ball gets lobbed in the air, Seaman looks favourite, and there's an arm there on him from McCarthy, and really no question of that being allowed. Nick Henry. Easy that for Adams. Campbell finding Merson. Merson setting Parler on the way, and he's got the legs of Poynton. Might have to go alone. Great shot, super save. No wonder the hands went on the head for Ray Parler. That was a good save by the under-21 goalkeeper, Paul Gerrard. It's a lovely pass by Merson. Looks up, curls it inside Poynton. Good pace by Parler, great shot, and that was a fine save. Almost the first goal of the game for number 23. Not the most effective corner that Arsenal have ever taken, and in the end it's Banger, has no support, will have to go alone. Holden's racing to try and give him some help. Banger's happy to go alone, and there's Holden almost. Dixon in the way. Well played, Nicky Banger. Well chased, Rick Holden, and the Oldham fans encouraged. Banger was all alone. Holden in the background was racing to try and get there. Low driven ball, Seaman did well. Holden's arriving, Dixon even better defending from him. And Holden's corner. Oh, now then, real chance, Bernard. Over the top. Shakes his head in disappointment, as well he might, because that wasn't a bad opportunity, you know. Over the top of everybody. Good first touch. Not quite as good on the second. And here's Banger again. Just got through the legs of Bold, and Winterburn had to come across to thump it into the stands. And just at the moment, Oldham getting a grip. Here's Poynton again. It's going towards the goal. It was curling all the way. It looked like a cross. It was in fact a bending shot, and it bent viciously. Just watch this. Comes out to him here. I thought he was crossing it, but you can see the way he hit it, that he was going for the angle, and that didn't miss by much. But it is noticeable that Dixon's hobbling as he's running. Doesn't look right at all, does he? Grimacing with pain there, and again the right hand rubbing the right leg. Redmond clears the lines for Oldham. McCarthy looking for Bainger, too strong, but a good idea. Looks busy, doesn't he, Bainger? Likes to be involved. Bainger does well. McCarthy screaming for it. Bainger's going alone. And it was a good shot, but Seaman never really troubled by it because his positioning was good. But he does look like he wants to get his name on the score sheet tonight, Bainger. Good firm drive, but good goalkeeping from Seaman. Tidy to deny Bainger. Last instructions from Stuart Houston, the assistant manager, to Martin Keown. Just awaiting the final nod, and Merson's rather dramatic attempt to open the scoring, harmlessly wide. Very optimistic attempt. Would have been a heck of a goal had it gone in. Nicky Bainger, good turn, lost Adams. Henry, good ball. McCarthy, corner. And Dixon will stay off the pitch because they're desperately flagging to get Keown on to defend this corner. Keown's ready, and Arsenal want him on for this corner. But it's very much a direct replacement. Martin Keown, certainly not unused to playing right fullback, and a good versatile man to have on the bench. And his first job will be to defend a corner that was taken far too quickly. Rick Holden will have a second opportunity to take. Pushing there. Always dangerous, the corners that Rick Holden swings in, but there you can see McCarthy's attentions penalised. Gerrard would have been happy with the endeavour, the commitment, and I suppose really the tenacious battling in midfield that has stopped Arsenal playing tonight. But as yet no goals to show for his side. Here's Bainger. Here's Poynton. Bainger tumbling. No signals from anybody. Bainger stayed on the floor. Referee was quite happy that was okay. Adams very annoyed that Bainger stayed on the ground. Now what does our replay show? Well, I think in fairness to Adams, Bainger fell over the leg, to be fair. Joe Royle thinking of what he's going to say at half-time. I would think it will be words of encouragement, but here's Campbell, though, to try and make those words a little bit more strong and purposeful, and Parlour wins a corner. And we all know who'll be coming up from the back to try and get on the end. Adams and Bold. It's gone towards Bold, and Gerrard caught it as Adams came in. And that'll be the last action of the half. Gerrard catching it, but it's been a half that neither side have dominated, but Oldham have certainly more than matched their Premiership opposition, to the delight of the Oldham Athletic fans. But at half-time it's goalless. Oldham Athletic, though, very much in the game. Well, in recent times here at Boundary Park, in that incredible home record they have in the League Cup, there's only one team that's ever stopped them scoring. Think of all the opposition that have been here. Only Exeter City have not allowed Oldham to score. Arsenal attempting to be the second team to do that in 6 years. Well, there was an interesting appeal in today's programme. That is the visitors' end, the Rochdale Road end, but it's where Joe Royle would like the traditional home supporters to go and start to sit and sing from. He reckons the acoustics are far better in what is currently the away end, and he wants the Chaddy Enders to swap ends and start cheering from the Rochdale Road end. Here's Bernard. Merson. Good pace from Parlour. Poynton sticking gamely to the task. Here's Henry, outstanding in the first half with the Oldham midfielder. And that's a super ball finding Banger. Has support to the right-hand side if he looks up. Decides to go alone through the centre. Graham tried to poke it through. McCarthy couldn't get there. Holden straight into Seaman. And there's a little concern over the injury to McCarthy, I think. Well, it was McCarthy in that little challenge there with Keown. Holden shot and Seaman's gather. Winterburn. Up goes Haller. Campbell got there. Smith finds Campbell again. Merson. Smith. Winterburn. Nice flick from Schwartz. Good tackle from Henry. Graham brings the ball away. And Banger might take advantage of a slip by Bold. Now Henry's charging forward. There's Henry. Oh, Schwartz is in the way. Good idea from Banger. Good run from Henry. And a good tackle from Bernard. Here's Haller. Banger. Winterburn's challenge. Banger again. He's been at the heart of everything, Nicky Banger, as too has his skipper, Nick Henry. Redmond trying to find Holden with a searching ball. Keown slips. Is that a corner? Looks as though it might be. Yep. First corner of the second half for Oldham Athletic. Rick Holden to take it. Richard Johnson, one of the targets Holden has to aim for. Henry wants to try and make it into a short one. But Holden, I think, will go... No, he's opted for the short one. Henry will get it over now. Graham on the near. Banger jumping, Seaman catching. And one wonders how satisfied George Graham is. Well, a shake of the head perhaps sums it up. Not too satisfied at the moment. Henry away. Winterburn forward, looking for Campbell. Haller lets the ball go out of play. We really haven't seen too much of Kevin Campbell. In fact, we've seen more of him in a defensive nature at the back, covering corners and the like. And that's just how well Oldham have played the Arsenal forwards. Merson trying to get away. Good shots. Schwartz it was. And a fine little palm away by Gerrard. The swerve was wicked on that ball. Schwartz connected. Looked easy at first, but it was bending away, and Gerrard had to get there. And Schwartz nearly opened the scoring for the evening. Gerrard there again. Campbell got there, and we nearly did see Campbell for the first time in an attacking sense, opening the scoring. Gerrard came, Campbell was always favourite, couldn't quite get the direction. A shake of the head from Campbell, he knows that was a real opportunity, and it seems to have sparked the Oldham fans to get their team going again. Bold. Campbell, great tackle, Jobson. Haller, Bernard, danger. Bernard, Graham's up ahead. That's where the ball's gone. Seaman's come. And once again, a good decision by the England goalkeeper. Good pacey build-up. Nice interchange of passes. Good idea. But Seaman had read it all. Richard Jobson. It's definitely going to take a defender, maybe helping the forwards out to add an extra man to finally break down the Arsenal defenders. The flag went up. Admittedly, it was a little late, but it did go up. The ball was played, it reached Henry, then the flag went up, but maybe the linesman was taking a second just to see if anyone had played him on. Well, let's have a look. It was tight. It was possibly the man on the near side who was the man furthest forward, but the free kick's definitely going to be taken from the left-hand side, so it was Henry. Smith. Parler. Jobson sliced it, and he was happy to see it fly by the post. Well, that was a real heart-in-the-mouth moment there, wasn't it? He's been red hot tonight, Richard Jobson, with his defending. Every decision's been excellent, every tackle's been short. Well, that sliced off him. Gerrard on the near post, got it. And well, for a moment there, it looked as though he wasn't going to get that. Parler and Campbell went darting to the near post from Merson's in-swinging corner. And as the two of them were there, it bounced off the back of Poynton's head and arrived back in the arms of Gerrard. McCarthy, it just broke for him, but Schwartz gone in there. Henry. Holden peeling away to the left-hand side. Henry going to the direct route. Banger on the volley! Good save by Seaman. Oh, that was a good save by Seaman. And the Oldham fans have a new hero in Nicky Banger. And he nearly got the goal that could well have won the tie. Great shot. And Seaman did well to gather it as McCarthy homed in on the pieces that might have spilled his way. Parler. Shot from Selly, took a deflection, that'll be a corner. Selly shot. Always going wide, but the deflection could have taken it anywhere. And Schwartz goes across to possibly swing one in. Up goes Gerrard, a posse of players. Banger screaming for the ball. The Oldham fans as well trying to add their voices. And McCarthy and Holden ushering them forward. Here's Bernard. The hands went up for offside, the flag didn't. And Parler's got away from the challenge of Poynton, and Merson's just inside him, and Merson slips, but Smith keeps it alive. Great header from Redmond. Didn't matter anyway because Smith was offside. Parler was offside. Here's Poynton. McCarthy on the chase. Bold there with him. Seaman slices it. Bernard tries the shot and it's gone wide. And that was a tremendous opportunity for Paul Bernard. And David Seaman's slice clearance isn't punished as harshly as it could have been by Bernard there. The ball forward was aimed towards McCarthy, Bold and Seaman slice, Bernard's shot, tantalisingly wide of the goal. 2.5 minutes of stoppage time. Keown. Smith trying to help it on. Gerrard's come and gathers. And that's the last action of the game. And Oldham tried and tried, but Joe Royle and George Graham shake hands and know they'll be doing it all over again in a fortnight. Nick Banger tried as hard as anybody and came very close as well to breaking the deadlock. Bernard possibly had the best opportunity after Seaman's scuff clearance, but he couldn't find a goal. But there are many teams who have tried over the years to break Arsenal down and have failed. And it's a goalless scoreline, 0-0.
Pleasing aspect that it was so evenly matched from minutes 0 to 90 tonight.
I think so. I thought first half we shaded it, to be honest with you. I thought we had the best chances first half. Particularly playing up the hill, we pressed them. Seaman's made a couple of excellent saves from Rick Holden and one in the second half from Nicky Banger, and showed international qualities as a keeper. Everything stuck on a very wet and greasy pitch. But we've got to go there again. It's a hard game at Highbury, but we drew there 1-1 last year. Bolton won there last year, so the tie's not over by any means.
Certainly not. 2 successive goalless draws for Oldham, most uncharacteristic. Now, Tranmere Rovers got to the semi-finals last season, denied a place at Wembley by a lick of paint and a subsequent penalty shootout against Aston Villa. Norwich at Prenton Park tonight, the biggest game of the season so far for Rovers rather. But their goalkeeper Eric Nixon had other things on his mind this morning, as Rob McCaffrey reports.
It's match day on Merseyside, and the Tranmere Rovers goalkeeper Eric Nixon is preparing for Norwich tonight in a most unusual way. Just 8 hours before the game, he's coaching 160 youngsters at his own soccer school in Birkenhead. Now that's different.
Well, I normally train every Wednesday or every Saturday morning anyway, so it's not a problem. Before a game, yeah, so it's not a problem for me really, but albeit this morning I'll just be going around coaching the kids, I won't be down and...
About 80% of the youngsters are budding goalkeepers, which is testimony to Eric's popularity on the whirl. Who's your favourite goalie?
Eric Nixon.
Who's yours?
Eric Nixon.
Who's yours?
Eric Nixon.
Who's yours?
David Seaman.
There's always one. Do you enjoy this kind of thing?
It's great, yeah, working with the kids is tremendous. I've always done it. I've got a great rapport with the kids, as you say, especially goalkeepers, because we are a neglected species and we are a breed apart.
Of course, there are some skills you can't teach the natural-born footballer, and Big Eric is going to have to be on his best form to keep out Norwich tonight. It's been a fine warm-up. Eric Nixon and Tranmere facing Norwich tonight. Commentator Tony Jones.
To Morrissey, Aldridge is there if he wants him. Decides to go it alone and hits the post. Adams takes it short. Gets the cross in. That's teasing, and that's hit the post. Oh, Norwich frustrated. Eady with the corner. It's fallen nicely. Now Norwich have scored. And John Polston's delighted. Well, John Polston, central defender, turned right back tonight. There he turned up as striker. Kenny Irons on since half-time. His men in the box if they can find them. Here's Irons. Golden chance. Great save. Good opportunity. Morrissey got to the byline, got the cross in. Irons with a header. Gunn with a save. McGreal. Pryor misdirects that header. Here's Nevin. Almost inevitably, it's John Aldridge. 24 minutes of the second half, and almost inevitably, John Aldridge gets Tranmere back in it. Pat Nevin's cross, who else but Aldridge? And Morrissey comes away for Tranmere. Aldridge is lurking in the penalty area once more. Can they find him? Here's Aldridge, comes off the bar. Will Norwich survive again? Aldridge to Morrissey. They're queuing up again. Malkin! He's at the post!
Well, Eric, a night of inactivity almost for you this evening, but you found yourself beaten just before half-time and yet came back strongly in the second half. Norwich lucky to escape with a draw?
Yeah, I would say, being realistic, I think they'll be happy to go back with a 1-1 draw. I think on the night we had 75-80% of the game. I wouldn't say they could argue with that. It's satisfying for ourselves to have a big team like Norwich come here and outplay them, which we have done really, you know, in all fairness.
Around 17 goals this season now for John Aldridge. Both Tranmere and Oldham involved in replays then in a fortnight's time. Sort of whets the appetite for the Granada match live a week on Sunday. Oldham the home team, Tranmere making the relatively short trip to Boundary Park, both amongst the possibles, maybe even the probables, to be in at the death in 6 months' time. Right, let's go on a nationwide tour now with a combination of results and actions, starting in the Midlands, at Villa Park in fact. Aston Villa against Middlesbrough. Managers Ron Atkinson and Brian Robson reunited there. The commentators Jimmy Greaves and Peter Brackley.
Now York, twisting and turning. Mountains cross. Ehiyong on the far post and Whittingham. Townsend to drive it back through. And a goal for Aston Villa. Andy Townsend with his first of the season. And as his manager was saying beforehand, it's a goal he really needs to lift his confidence, lift his morale. Miller, well, no chance for him there. Driven back in with pace by Andy Townsend.
Villa through. Brighton and Swindon will have to replay. And how about that for a scoreline? The shock of the night, undoubtedly. Notts County 3, Spurs 0. Notts County, bottom of the First Division. Tottenham now with one of the worst defensive records in the country, certainly of all the Premiership teams. They went a goal down. That vicious shot from Tony Agana past the recalled Eric Torsfed. A result, of course, that could well spell adios for the Spurs manager Ozzy Ardiles. That was Gary McSwegan, formerly of Rangers, who got the second. Agana involved in all three. McSwegan getting his second. A disastrous result for a famous club who also had the Romanian Ili Dimitrescu sent off. Paul Simpson scoring for Derby at Portsmouth. Chris Bart-Williams for Sheffield Wednesday against Southampton. And Don Hutchison after 2 minutes, the former Liverpool man, for West Ham against Chelsea. Top of the First Division against second in the Premiership. Another Midlands derby. The commentator there, Alan Parry.
Plenty of problems for Wolves. Cooper's forward, so is Chettle. Wone will take the kick left-footed, and he can get a lot of curve on these and does towards the near post. There, it's almost scrambled in, it is in! It might have been rather a messy goal, that, but it's a goal nonetheless, and it comes with only 6 minutes of the game gone. Well, excellent ball to Brian Roy. Problems here for Wolves. Thompson driving it in, Pearce with the clearance. Bulls there again, and it comes to Kelly, and he lays it off to Birch. Yes! Maybe that is the chink of daylight that Wolves have been looking for. Good position this as well for Wolves. Drive it in. Froggatt does just that. It's a goal! Wolves are level. Well, I think Pearce will fancy this one. And whacks it straight through. The deflection has taken it in, and that might well be the winning goal now. And Pearce has had a hand in 2 of Forest's goals tonight. That could be the most important.
Well, that's just about it. A quick reminder of the competition for you. Which Newcastle United star once played for Manchester United? Was it Andy Cole, Peter Beardsley or Robert Lee? 08
Supreme Master Ching Hai highlighted, as she has done on other occasions, the clear link between humans' moral actions and nature's destabilization.